seconds left. Johannès off one leg, knocks it down. Johannès putting on a show from 3 in this first quarter.
They had to pick it up on that side in terms of their awareness and alertness.
1 second on the shot clock. Johannès has to put it up. She has the ability to do that on a game-by-game.
Using their on-ball screen action, heading downhill, getting into the paint.
Johannès for 3, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Shot clock winding down. Johannès, crafty pass to Howard, and she reverses it for the finish.
In the beginning, forcing the issue. It looks like they didn't know where to go. You didn't see plays like that.
Shu getting in on the action from no one else than Johannès. Attracts multiple defenders. Skip pass by Han Shu. Johannès fading out of bounds. She practiced that very thing in her warm-ups.
Out positioning, still getting the foul that possession.
And there's the 3.
Shu. Johannès. Back to Shu. The lay-in is good.
You hit that outside shot. They have to respect you from the outside. Poke away by Johannès. Dangerfield getting saucy in the open court. Johannès gets the steal and gets the layup.
They end up giving it to Jackie Young. They make the change to it, actually, so they give it to Young instead.
Going back to Sabrina Ionescu, a complete performance. And what's really positive,
As Johannès hits the jumper.
The fact that she sets such solid screens, do you notice she tends to be open because she rolls off of those appropriately?
Off one leg! Give it to me! In the zone, Johannès.
Ionescu.
good job by Natasha Howard recovering on a back screen and gets the possession.
Johannès. New York down by 6, trying to avoid being swept by Seattle. Already lost the first 2 games. A little fancy stuff.
New York into its set. Crafty pass by Johannès. What do you need eyes for? I know exactly where my teammates are.
Liberty down 2, minute 45 to play. Ionescu. Johannès stepping to the side and hitting the 3.
In this basketball game, it's tied. Laney behind the back pass, and New York's in its movement. Does she get it again? Johannès, 100% from the three-point line.
Johannès will fire and hit from 3.
His team in scoring, Kelsey Plum, 19.9 points per game. She has 7 so far. Johannès from the outside, quick release.
That would have been a good one to maybe get her going. She's been pretty quiet, 0 for 3 for Hamby. And no hesitation, Johannès, she was quiet in the first half. She's getting going early.
Somebody else
Kelsey Plum can go off, right. Johannès, one-stop pop.
Keeps it alive. Johannès buries the 3, her second of the quarter.
Sandy Brondello has been trying to do. Sometimes that takes time, and there is buy-in with this group, and we've seen flashes of it.
Smith off the Samuelson screen, tries to get it right back to her. Johannès sets her feet.
Burton will come in for Dallas. Mabry pull up from 15, can't get it. Up ahead, Johannès, wide open, left-handed layup.
Shot clock is off here for the Liberty. Plenty of time to work with. Johannès, the crossover. Johannès, the attack at the rim and turns it into 2.
Lorella Kubai is in, the rookie out of Georgia Tech, who was a tremendous defensive player herself. Ionescu with another good pass.
The Liberty will get the ball back with 1:15 left in this third quarter. It's been all Atlanta. Johannès, how about that?
Dallas, or you have the threat of Liz down low. Utilizing your size advantage in this matchup will be key, as we talked at the top.
Here's the French national team members.
Shows the growth and maturity of this Dallas Wings team.
Each team with only one starter on the floor right now to begin the second. Mabry for Dallas, Dangerfield for New York. That is a 2. Harris, a little off-balance shot. Look at Johannès run the floor. They didn't get it to her. Allen finally does. The step back three, buried with a walk career at 6'4", right in her face.
Egbo going at Shu, and Shu comes up with the block.
And she's been a difference maker for New York since she's come off the bench.
Johannès off balance. That's a tough look.
Whitcomb in the open court. Johannès, stop, pop, score.
It's right there, getting a piece of that shot by Hines Allen.
Johannès, so she floats that up and in.
Ionescu opts to push the pace. Johannès slithering in. Howard the cutter off the window and down.
Trying to get everybody healthy. In fact, the Phoenix game was really the first game in a long time they've had the entire team. Johannès on the drive. That's pretty.
Liberty, the 6-point lead. Here's Brown curling in the lane. Lexi swatted from behind by Johannès.
They're hitting her shooter on the weak side. She can do both.
Johannès with 13 in the ball game. Quick flick of the wrist. Buries another three.
Johannès finding Dolson.
For the Liberty. Johannès, versatile score. That's a pretty release.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Pick the pockets, Maureen Johannès in the open court. Came against Atlanta in June. This matchup works for her. Johannès ties a career high 5 threes.
More and more threes. About 70% of her shots this year have come from beyond the arc. She's got a couple of threes today. Johannès.
Johannès.
8-0 run for the Liberty, and Cloud turns it over. Up the floor, Johannès. Lays it up and in.
Injury came back on Friday. She adds quite a rebounding.
High arcing three, Maureen Johannès.
Very low number for them. Another turnover there. Now the Liberty have numbers. Johannès running.
Johannès has been starting for her. Willoughby dealing with a left knee injury. She's not shy about shooting.
Dallas had scored on 8 of their last 9 possessions prior to that.
Well, how that didn't go in, we don't know.
Whitcomb trying to turn the corner, kicks it. Johannès gets that to fall.
So it automatically goes to after a foul. Johannès behind the line.
And Ionescu, the offensive rebound. Johannès, another three. That one rattles in.
Howard high post too much, the rebound too young. It's something that they oh no, and Johannès hanging out.
They have to, one, make sure they're preventing the Liberty from getting second chance opportunities.
Because that means you're moving it. If Breanna Stewart's touching it, the ball is switching sides.
And she's always such a threat. Johannès for 12.
3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. The Liberty. Let's see, Johannès.
There's Johannès, and floats that one on the left baseline. Carolyn, her first points the ball game.
18 up, 12 down.
Liberty trying to run the high-low. They're very good at that. They don't get it to work, but Johannès.
She is their calm. She is their poise. She is their vet. The player that makes plays when they need them, and it's going to be a long night if you allow Maureen Johannès to get that kind of space.
Sloppy early here, Michael.
2-2, a little more than 3 minutes gone by. Johannès knocks down the tray.
She was going for the step back.
I think Vicki Johnson's going to start bringing her starters back in. Tierra McCowan up off the bench. Johannès again.
After having missed all but 2.5 games last season.
Howard got behind the defense again.
So Liz with a quick 4 for LA. Johannès heaves up the three and connects.